Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down on the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important and not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like smoke, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people like weed. There's a lot of you motherfuckers who should not be watching my fucking videos. It's time to leave. Okay, alright, okay. But of course, if anyone has any comments, questions, or insults or roasters, you put it down below. Okay? Alright, okay, so you're gonna try to get people off here. So I might go on a tangent or even ramble my ass off because of my incoherent, cringy ass, okay? But of course, the masses of asses should skedaddle. Listeners' discretion is advised. I'm your friendly neighborhood Sexologist. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Very interesting topic for today to talk about. And as I was driving, I always figured that I should talk to you guys about it. I don't talk enough about it, though. But you may have heard that I'm a god in this human form body. So let me just give you a scenario to where you can understand it. If we're living in a heaven and hell, or if you believe in the story of the Scientologist who says that we are watched over by Demiurge gods, fear not. I am here to clarify all those things that you may wish to know, okay, in advance. So it starts off when I was younger. When I was younger, okay, I was about to do a heinous act, like chop off my stepdad's head because he kind of abused me, okay, and I had every right to, but I would have been probably in a better place if I did or did not. So it really doesn't matter which way I go. It's always going to be some positive attribute for me, okay? So I'm a different type of child. I'm an indigo child. So I heard the voice that stopped me from chopping off my stepdad's jugular, okay? Of course, I cared for my dad. I cared for everybody. I cared for anything and everyone, okay? But then the voices in my dreams told me in advance, and I even had a dream of the almighty presence of God, okay? And the dream told me, I am you, and you are me. So I'm actually in two places. I'm here and also somewhere else. And then I started calculating this and understanding that how everyone is like this, but most people live in fear not to even recognize who the fuck they are in the first place. They don't know why they're here. They're like moths to flame, okay? But what I'm saying here is that if we are, I'm going to stay on one topic here. I'm not going to go too far off the topic. I'm not going to diverse too much into the technicalities of things, but think about it. If this world is controlled by a demiurge god, or the Watchers. As a matter of fact, in the description box, I will give you the video to who the Watchers are from Stan Lee's perspective, because he was a Watcher. And I told you this before, and I said to people, there are people in this world who they're not human. They're just in the human body, okay? And of course, there are other individuals in this world who are shapeshifters, werewolves, bats, and ghosts and shit like that, metamorphosized, they can teleport. Yes, all this stuff is here. It's just that humans incubate for like 9 months. So we are kind of like the fastest race right now, okay, other than other species such as mosquitoes and bugs, which procreate much more faster than humans, though, because the bugs and some animals have been here before humans, of course. But understand this. If you're trapped here, don't you think that they're going to get tired of watching if they're called the Watchers, okay? They're going to have to break their own rules. They're not going to stay the same forever. Nothing lasts forever. Everything has a condition. Even for me to be here talking to you, the air itself must have a condition for it to exist. So, by using common sense, you can deduct that you all are gods if you just have enough comprehension skills and also raison d'etre to realize that fact. But if you do not believe in such baloney, yeehaw, then you'll just be reincarnated back and back here over and over again. Like that one episode in, American Horror. I was watching American Horror, and this one, I think my best American Horror series was with the witches. With the witches, and the witches had, I'm sorry, I had to ruin the story, spoiler alert. There was this one female in particular, she was in the woods, and she wanted to mind her business and stay away from society. But they needed her. They needed her for some reason, and they brought her in society, and she was so innocent. But she had to go through a series of tests, long story short. And you had to pass the test in order to wake her from the dream. And what happens is that She didn't wake up from a dream, okay, because she had some kind of low frequency vibration which she was afraid of in society. But that's the moral what I'm saying here is that you know you're in a dream, right? You can't get out until your life is complete. Lucky for us, we only live less than 100 years old. Can't you live life fearless? Do what you like to do because this life is really has no limits. The only thing you really have to watch out for is karma. And that's a mystical, magical thing. There are people watching you at all time. The Watchers are watching you at all time. Even the Ghost Rider. You know who the Ghost Rider is, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all women don't know who the Ghost Rider is and who the Watchers are, or even Stan Lee, okay? Or Glenn Roddenberry, okay? The one who created Gene Roddenberry, who created Star Trek universe. It's sad. But understand this: if you want to believe that, and you live in fear of those deities, and you believe that you're going to go to hell because of your so-called God, you're delusional. Okay, you're just going to be You're just going to be recycled. It's not hard. You don't do any research on fucking reincarnation. You just automatically assume that you are basically a follower, okay? And you will be that, and you will stay that way. When you live in fear, false evidence appearing real, you start to believe in hope. Now, somebody can make an acronym for hope, HOPE, because me, I haven't thought about it, but somebody can. Y'all can do all sorts of crazy, beautiful things. Entertain my life. I am a watcher in this motherfucking life. I'm a demiurge in this motherfucking body. Can you ever say that? Can anyone say that? No, they won't. Most people don't. They'll think you're a cahoot or you're out of your mind. You're fucking delusional. But in reality, they are the ones who's delusional because they live in fear. I talk to my cracker doctor sometime, and I ask him, and he always says I'm right. I don't understand. I say, if I'm schizo and I'm so smarter than the average person, why do you say I'm a schizo? It's because you hear external voices. I said, so what? Don't you hear voices inside of your head talking to you right now? And he says, those are just my internal thoughts, okay? No. You don't hear anything else? You're a liar, okay? I believe those internal thoughts are the external voices, and some people hold that shit in. You're lying, okay? If you don't hear no external voices telling you do this. I remember walking up the motherfucking street. It happened to me on multiple occasions. Voice tell me, go the other way. Is that intuition? Okay, how about this? If you want to call it intuition and that voice is intuition, it is intuition then. A voice tells you, no, this is not the right person. Who told you that shit? Who told you? You're automatically schizo then, right? Correct? So when people get those terminologies mixed up, I'm like, hey, to ponder constant thoughts within yourself is a voice talking to you. You are conversating with yourself. Why are you conversating with yourself for 2 to 3 hours? If you don't conversate with yourself at least 2 to 3 hours, something's wrong with you. Something is fucking wrong with you. I'm pretty sure it is. Because I'm pretty sure that the only way to have true common sense is by deep thought and questions. Inquisition. Understanding your raison d'etre and your purpose of why you're here. So when I was younger, I always asked my mom very peculiar questions. And my mom would just smack me. But the overall thing I'm saying here is if there's a demiurge god, they're coming down here too. They want a part of this pie. They're not going to just sit up there and just watch all of fucking eternity. That's not possible. This is why I say to all you people who are fools who believe in the fucking infinity sign, there is no such thing as an infinity sign. There is a limited amount of, it may seem like fucking forever, but trust me, nothing will last forever. It is an delusion. To think that something is an eternity, it's just frozen in stasis. Like there's no other energy going on out of that vortices somewhere. I'm like, Jesus Christ, even the sun will have a limit on his life. 40 billion years or 60 billion years. You don't know how old that motherfucking sun is. You don't even know how it's fucking created. But you'll get the answers right here. Do you really think this fucking earth is just evolved and made all these creatures and species and shit? Come on. Use common sense, man. We may be living in the fucking Matrix, okay? You got to think about that. There is no air out in space. There's no air down below. So above as is below. But please, y'all guys got to start thinking outside of the box more than that. And y'all not entertaining me enough. Y'all not offending me enough. Because you feel sorry for me or something? I don't know. But people do still comment on my questions, on my videos from the past and till now. I'm almost at 500 videos, you guys. So Martha's Knots 5 is coming. Yeah. Peace.